everybody, how's it going? I got some really important stuff to talk about because I was cursed with telepathy. The first president is a black president, and the way they tricked him was with their stench. Everybody was moving quick, everybody was happy, they were living the moment. And the way they hypnotized the first black president was with their pace. They hypnotized them with their pace, their stench. Their character and attitude stank. And the reason why he was killed is because he was caught yelling. And when he went back there, they set him up and killed him because they asked him a question. And the reason why they asked him a question is so that he can answer towards them, for them. Because they wanted to monopolize off the misery. They take everything into consideration. That's why every time there is someone who is rising up that's across the land, they kill them. Because they want the opposite. So, when you're talking to a sheriff, when you're talking to a government official, whatever that means, because there's so many parlays going around and new conversations are brewing, there's really no way to say what's official until we take a look at every single parlay. And if they talk in the third person saying we, who's we? Because we is talking in the third person. So then who's the retro package party that you brought along with you? They don't have no end game. It's only hurt, manipulate. And the spirit that they work towards is a true deadhead inside. Because every time it's sought out, it puts itself in stasis. And it's able to resurrect itself because his entire family branch claimed him. Which means they can resurrect him. And I say him because I'm mentioning all sexes. Female, hermaphrodite, it don't matter. You know, if I was you, I would like a different name than female. And because it sounds a lot like feudal. Get what I'm saying, women? Have more self-respect. And if you don't recognize the person who's acting out, you attack. Because that's what they do to you around society. It won't have an everlasting looping effect because the dark and the evil that has the same opinion, just a different aspect, is going to have to answer to all of it. And they want a backflash of everything they ever did because something inside that we're living in, they hijacked its brain. And they're always monopolizing on other things. That's why this will never end until you do the opposite thing. Instead of being scared and sad and miserable, be uppity and happy. And if they freaking act out on you at the government place, what is your damage? Oh, I get it, because you can't absorb off of my energy, and it's a drain for you to explain yourself that you're a deadhead that would throw memories and happiness away just to be part of something where they all erase each other in the other way, and they're smeared. Here's the secret about being erased. You will never be erased because there's other spectrums of light. of every vibration, frequency, and energy of shade. And that includes hybrids being made all the time. Which means this creature will never obey until you do the opposite of what it's doing. Because it has an opposite attraction. So, if you see the president, next president, and he's doing something he's not supposed to be doing, do the opposite. Go on stage and say, "Give me that, you slave." You're talking in the third person. Why are you saying we? You are having this promotion of promoting yourself to promote yourself. Why are you talking in the third person like you already own society? Why are you showboating and not doing anything productive towards society? Why don't you ever talk about, you know what? We need bathroom stalls all around America. That's bare minimum. No farther, no less, a mile away. Here's the thing. The reason why the whites will never give up power is because they haven't been submitted. That's the reason. They've been in power for such a long time. And you tell them, slave, you've been in power for more than long than you should have. Pass over the torch, please. If they don't respond, shoot their face. And if they retaliate, have an open case on their family branch. And if you need, have a ritual sacrifice at the court of all the angels and demons, because it doesn't matter what your stripe is. A piece of shit is a piece of shit. And say, I yada yada yada, offer all the angels and demons in this room that are in here just to make multiple dimensions. And all that are in this case, without being known, pronoun, seen, is to be immediately investigated. And if you are helping them just so that the spirit's family branch can claim when this deadhead kills itself, when it's found, then you are to be slayed. Because you're not doing what we want. You're doing the opposite with your inbred thinking. So the only way to make the whites obey is to slay. That's why they keep going. They haven't been submitted. Parlays have almost died away. And people aren't bringing parlays saying, I like to have a serious conversation why whites have been mostly president throughout history. Throughout the history that we know. Since parlays. Or maybe a little sooner back. Who knows? I don't know that much about that. Parlay. This is official business on why have whites been in control for such a long time, and why haven't they been submitted when there's other nationalities that can make them drop to their knees. What other third-party worldly power could there be out there that's helping the whites stay in the presidency? Walk around with guns. Do the opposite of what you do, the opposite of what you think, and it'll make them take a shit in their brain. And if they think it's like they're connected to your brain, let them know subconsciously you are shitting on your brain if you think you're shitting on mine, because the subconscious is real. Okay? So that's what you got to do. You got to submit them. You're like, parlay, what are you doing here? Parlay. I have official business. Why have whites been in control? Why have whites been in power of the White House for more than 25 years, 40-something years? Investigation. And all their families, they claimed. We want all parlays. And anything where they're talking in the third person, starting a new galaxy, open case. Y'all have a great day.